So, my name is Marina Shideroff, and I'm here today to talk about the thing I love most on earth, and that's my job. That's my education, my hobby, my passion, I don't know, my dream. My mommy found my passion and my talent when I was 3 years old because I was drawing and I was inventing games. So I was able to, she's saying that I was able to design a game with one stone, and all the kids in the kindergarten were playing together with me. So since then, I'm designer. I have, I think, 5 educations in design. So in fashion design, graphic design, web and product design. Product design is, let's say, the leading thing. So I'm designer of digital worlds, digital products, UX, UI, the so-called. Before was the so-called web design, and it went through many phases. But now it's the so-called UX UI. I studied at Sofia University, at the Technical University of Sofia, then in Germany at Academy of Arts, product design, then was working for German and Swiss companies for more than 10 years. And 8 years ago, I founded a company of my own. Terry just mentioned a couple of facts about the company, but in general, we are on 30 markets, so not Eastern Europe at all. It's Western Europe, it's a lot in Nordic, so we have customers in Sweden, Norway, Singapore, Israel, and many other countries. So globally we are well recognized with the digital products we are working. What are digital products? You know, these are applications, websites, and any kind of digital products you're using every day. We work for big and small companies, and from there, my expertise is, let's say, growing, because they all have different problems, but there is one thing in common, and it's the methodology we work with together. So it's always the, let's say, not what we do, but how you do it. And when you are, let's say, following methodology and a straightforward process, you can grow and you can build something sustainable. And I think that's the main purpose of this conversation and this conference today, right? It's the agile methodologies and the way of building things. But do you know how difficult it is with the digital products? And it's getting harder and harder because the life cycle of a product is getting shorter and shorter. And for the companies, not just for the startups to grow, but also for the big companies, it's difficult to stay on the market simply because the life cycle of a product is getting shorter. This is a survey that shows that the average age of a company before was around 50, 60 years, let's say. If you found a company, it's alive for at least 50 years. Currently, it's 10 to 20 years. This means that because of the technologies, because of the changes in the demand of the customers and everything, the life cycles are getting shorter. And this is my topic. This is what I would like to discuss with you today. How to build products. They can evolve with the speed of the technology. And you know, this topic now is, I think, extremely hot because of the AI and also the big data. So, you know, the so weird times we live, you know, really strange times, full of opportunities, but full of threats. If I have to be honest, 2 years ago, I think it's already 2 years, when ChatGPT just rised and everything, I said, okay, Marina, game over. That's it. So it was what it was. Now we cannot grow so fast together with this technology because, as you remember, I'm a learner. I like to learn. I like this place also. It gives me good vibes. One day I'll become a professor, by the way. I hope so. And it's good if you have the learning mindset. But when you should learn new things every day, it's hard. It's almost not possible. And if you remember when ChatGPT and the AI was born, we were learning every day. You open your feed and you see so many things, so many new technologies, so many informations that you must learn. You must adopt somehow. And I said, it's not possible. Even with my mindset, I can learn every day, I don't know, 6 months, 1 year, but how long more? When is the plateau? Because, every technology goes up, and then there is kind of a plateau when things are getting normal. And you can see this, for example, in the universities and in education. The program and what you study is pretty much the same. So, 2 things are growing and 2 things are really fast and faster than we are. So this is the big data, and the second thing is the AI. What is the difference, or what is the common into these technologies? First thing is giving the source of information and the information that we need in order to take decisions, and that's important because when we were designing digital products 5 years ago, 10 years ago, everything was based on assumptions. Everything was based on a very small group of people. Even if you ask, when you're building a product, if you ask even 100 people, 200 people, is not enough. It's totally not enough, because the products we are building, for example, digital banking, online banking tools, applications for transportation, logistics and things are used from many people, millions of people. It's not just this target group. So what is good now is that the big data is giving us the information that we need, and we can take decisions. And with these decisions, we can change the flows, we can change the, and I'll show you later. My presentation is full of examples. This is, let's say, the theoretical part, where based on this data, we can take decisions and change the user flows. And the AI is something, I changed my mind about AI. I was terrified by it, but now I see it as a great opportunity. It helps us to give these personalized features and this personal feeling into every product that we do. So now there are so many AI-driven product updates and big terrain for improvements. So yeah, if we take these powers together, we become much more powerful, and we can design the digital products of the future. Why a shorter product life cycles leads to increased costs? Cost is the second, let's say, if you have, I would say, 2 curves. One is the technology. The second one, of course, are the costs. If you decide to build a digital product, the first thing that you should have in mind are the following. First is the technology, how you want to build it, and on what kind of technologies or technology stack you trust, so you can build it. And the second thing, of course, is the price and how costly will be to build these digital products. What is good with these short life cycles and this data and this AI is that you can test and validate quickly everything that you are working on. So you can test for a couple of months. Before that was not possible. Before that, based on assumptions, we organize a big launch, and it takes months to get feedback, to understand what are the problems. And sometimes you never get the right problems, and you never implement the feedback provided by the customers, simply because they're already used to work with this, used to work with this application and these tools. Now, with big data and AI and these short product life cycles, it's possible to do changes on your digital product on a monthly basis, and this is super cool. We integrate, I'll show you later, heat maps. We integrate many pixels, and we track the user's behavior on the journey, where they go, how they click, what they're doing. And we can change if you want, even with the simple things, name of buttons, semantics of the tools, shortening the flows and things, in order to get the perfect product for the people, so they could love it. So based on that, you can actually win the customer loyalty. If there is something difficult, if there is something that is, really hard to achieve, that's the loyalty of the people, of the users. And based on my experience, now people are changing. My team, I have now 25 people, something like this, plus minus. And I see that the mindset of these people is changing. So they, especially with the Gen Z, it's really difficult. I see many of you guys, it's really difficult to work with you. You're changing your mind, you're seeking for the happiness, and your trust and loyalty in certain people, companies, and products is relatively short. But it is what it is. So we, people who are the other side, people who are building digital products, we should be at a certain level. We should change ourselves and in the digital products every day in order to win your hearts. So it's really important to have this customer loyalty. What is this? It's the way we work. It's already one of the concrete examples I want to show you today. I prepared for you today. It's one agile methodology, one circular product life cycle model for creating a digital product. So how it works? First, of course, is the brief of the company, so understanding the pains, understanding the needs, understanding the place on earth for growing a new product. So let's say that's the first thing, super important. I've seen so many stupid ideas of founders and startup founders. They're searching problems where there are no problems, So first thing, most important, is really to define: is there a problem, or there is not something essential. The second thing is what we do. So this is the user experience, user interface, to build a prototype and to illustrate your idea, to make it live, to make feasible, to make something that you can touch, you can read, you can feel, so you can understand what is the first what you think and what is your own opinion about this product. Is it make sense or not? And then to test, to validate with users. So to show it to friends, to show it to investors, to show it the target groups, and to get the right feedback. Super important. Then, of course, is the development. In the development phase, you also try to make this product working good, properly working, just to have this feeling of a nice product. Because I've seen so many good experiences and so many designs failed in this implementation phase. Simply the development team is not at a certain level, or they are not using the right technology, and all the good ideas that we have and we've done into the UX part are gone in the development. And one Jay-Z profile open, 3 seconds, no, I can't register, no, this is not working, it's slow, bye-bye. And in the trash. So this is super important implementation. Then, of course, how you target and how you launch a product on the market. So this is the marketing side, to build the right awareness, to explain the problem. If you have a real problem, then okay, that's easy. If you don't have the real problem, then it's hard to explain. But still, if you have the application, you should build the awareness and the recognition of the market. That's super important. These are the landing pages, these are the advertisements, here comes all the email marketing and innovative ideas to engage customers, to hook them, to ask them to register, to try. Just the idea in the beginning is really to make the people try, just to it's something like food that you like. If the people are not trying it, then they can never understand the taste. It's something like this. Then comes the data analytics and the customer's feedback. So based on all the pixels and all the tracking, let's say, tools we are putting into these applications, we start gathering data from day one. From day one, we have already information about are the users interested? Is the journey well structured? Is everything on place? Is it clear? Is it readable? Is it, all these important markers that you need to track in order to get informations. Then to make the right analysis and the areas of improvement. So to be able to read data. So this is crucial. For example, this is something I cannot do. It's not my field. I'm really strong in the first phase with the ideas, with conceptual drawing and building things. But in reading data, I'm not so good. I cannot understand based on all the numbers and how they are shifting, what is good and what is not good for the users. So for this, you need also strong ability to read data, to understand data, and to implement. So after the report is done, after we know how to do, what are the problems and what we need to improve, we go back into the product development again. So imagine, remove everything that is not necessary, reinvent, re-engineer, redesign, and go back, and fast. So this is the way we work now with big companies and also with startups. Before that was really slow, and for example, kind of a cycle like this was taking, I don't know, many years, year at least. Now it's faster. For a couple of months, you understand. It's working, it doesn't working. And this is all because of the AI and this data of information that is coming. And of course, we were talking about pricing, technologies and things, but do you know your customers? So do you know their behavior, and can you analyze their behavior and what they really need, what they really want? So how they're using this tool. Maybe they have found another way to use the tool, and there are many times when the market is kind of shaping the need and the usage of a certain application. For example, there are 3 or 4 features in an application, and you think, yeah, this is the best seller. This okay, we can put in this and these features, but they won't work. And it's the opposite way around. So people like the other features, and they are using the other stuff. And here are my examples. So these are, let's say, the tools of the future and how big data and especially AI are transforming our perceptions and the things that we do in the applications that we do. So some of these are examples from my company. Some of these are examples from other companies. It's a mixture. But the idea is to show you the variety and what you can achieve when you are using these new ways of building digital products. For example, in the medtech industry, we work a lot. We've designed hundreds of applications for hospitals, patients portals, and things. But now, for example, it's really trendy, kind of a chatbots and tracking the patient's engagement. No need to talk to people and to understand their pains and things. You can easily gather them and for a few seconds to have this data and then to implement their feedback, what they want, what they need. This is another thing based on lots of data and things. We can have dashboards and we can measure our health, and we can personalize the patient experience. So this is important. Do you know, before 10 years ago maybe, when we were designing dashboards and things with data, every time data was the problem, and we were designing this, but from where comes the data? We don't have numbers, we don't have anything, so it cannot be displayed. It makes no sense. Now it's the opposite way around. Dashboard is the first because you have so many personalized data and so many things that you can apply and you can measure as data. This is an example from the fintech industry. It's really cool because you know what is the biggest problem in fintech applications? These are the regulations and the way you should give your data. These are at least 10 screens, especially if you're a company, the so-called KYC, the KYB process, really annoying, really, believe me. I've trashed so many applications, even me, I'm patient, I'm millennial. You know, I don't have this patience. But now with AI recognize know who you are and what are you, and basically this authentication process, authorization is easy. So it comes, much better. These processes. What is this? Okay, digital bank assistant. How many times you have called your bank? How many for something? And you got crazy, right? I hate it. Really, believe me, I hate it so much. Because I'm a business owner, I had to go to bank, unfortunately, physically. If they forced me, I need to sign things sometimes and do a kind of a transactions that I cannot cover online. It's like punishment. And now, oh no, today I have to go to the bank. Really bad. And you cannot find the right people. There are so many people in front of you. So one of the good things now with AI, it's possible to learn and to teach one application to keep all the information that you need, how to accomplish a process, what kind of forms to fill, what kind of documents to download and things. So I think this is really useful and really nice. Fraud detection with prevention. So insecurity really is helping a lot. So based on what we see around us, there are people building AI applications to assure the security of the applications, and it works. Predictive analytics for investments. So I don't know, do you know, maybe you know, of course, you are reading and seeing so many things. But one tool that amazed me recently from a customer was a chatbot, trading bot who trades as you. So you're choosing a strategy, and it's trading, just every day. And it was really weird for me how this works and what is the idea, but it's possible. So you can trust now AI to have, let's say, a stable process of trading and decision making. Decision making is the key, because with these tools, I'm not a trader myself. For me, this is kind of a gambling, I don't know, it's not my thing, but I know from friends that if you're not doing this every day, if you're not following and just reading all these assets and how they are moving, you lose money. So you win money if you're active, and these tools are super active, they're machines, they're bots. So this is also a great example. Marketing and advertising, whoa, revolution. Wow, we built in my company completely new flow, completely new department based on this AI and innovations in marketing and advertisements. From writing social media posts through storytelling, defining mechanisms for gaming, because one of the things I love most and people like a lot nowadays are gaming mechanisms and gaming structures into serious things. An easy example, Duolingo or any other applications where it's serious. You should learn the language. Oh, it's so boring. Wow, I studied German for all my life, and when I hear that I need to learn a language, my hair is getting straight. Now it's easy. Now I learn a couple of languages with Duolingo, and it's a game. So I have these words, and I'm just it's fun. So this is possible now. AI to help you with defining these gaming mechanisms, which are super difficult. So to define good game, really good game, it's mastery. Content creation, visuals creations, image to image, text to image, text to text, or whatever. We have a customer now in the United States from the Silicon Valley, San Francisco, and he's building models in AI models. and supporting them. So giving the infrastructure, and people can run their models and to grow models on his infrastructure. So it's a miracle, you know, so many, it's not just this ChatGPT that you know, or the Mid-Journey, something, it's crazy. For example, you can compare two models, you can run three models separately, you can add images and ask for a transformation with text and to write a story around the image. It's really, it's magic. So yeah, building storytelling, building landing pages, hyper-personalization. So this is important, this with the hyper-personalization is one of the biggest trends for this year, you know, the, what is the level of personalization of the tools you're using. Everyone nowadays, everybody wants to have something that is designed for me. So it's like super cool. I'm the only person on earth who is using this, and it's tailor-made. It's like a very special dress or shoes. So it's pretty much the same with the digital tools. Before, when the product design was born, the idea was to make something that everyone will use, everyone will like, everyone will accept well, from young people to old people. Now it's different. Now everything is designed for me. So I'm the only one and the only. And now with the AI, this is important. This is feasible. This is achievable, and we are building products like this. Media and entertainment a lot, with automated content creation, with editing, with adding different, if you like, languages or different styles. Things that are really, really difficult. If you imagine, if you have, let's say, there are different authors who are able to write different types of content, right? Now with AI, it's great to have this. Advertisement a lot. So wow, this is also an explosion. How AI and big data are helping with the advertising, and how you can tailor your advertisements. Because before was again based on assumptions. If you are good enough to do the right setup of ads, and then to, of course, to set up the right budget. And now with the quick feedbacks and the quick experiments you can do, it's really easy. It's really great. This is also in the medtech industry, the virtual health assistants. I'm not a big fan of this. I prefer to go to my doctor. I prefer to have a real person. But this is also possible if you give some information as pictures to get feedback. Administrative tasks, project management, everything connected to this is also important, and it's also feasible. And for example, these are some of the big data tools from we work with them, for example, and it's quite useful the way we gather information from these different tools, starting with the analytics and gathering data and analytics from Google, Clarity, the heat maps, and analyzing the user journeys, mixed panel, and amplitude. So these are tools that we use every day. So this is more or less my presentation. Are we ready to build these digital products of the future? Do you have the right mindset? The idea, I think, is to be always experimenting, always eager to try, always curious, always trying to explore new things. And because of these technologies, this is already possible. So for people like me, who are not patient and wants to create more and more and to give as more value as possible each day, this is possible. And one last thing I forgot to mention regarding the design of the presentation and the idea is that be the lighthouse. So big data and AI and things can be understood as threats, can be accepted as something that is a big danger for everyone who keeps the conventional knowledge. But for me, I accept it as a lighthouse. So people, something that is giving me the light, making putting, let's say, light on the path, so I know where I'm going and I can be there faster than the others, faster than the competitors, and to take the best out of it. So thank you so much.